Okay, Shalom, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, the elders of GMS. Salutations to Yahweh, just continue this work to the end. So Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Rakakadash. Alright, it's definitely the spirit that's going on in this world right now. Most High is bringing it down, man. It's actually a beautiful thing, man. We are witnessing, those of us that are going to be delivered, that defeated death. Check this out here. Part of that message that we were put out was a lot of the things we used to speak on, like we used to speak on how this return that bartering was going to return. People going to be pretty much trading, bartering. Okay. Well, first before I even continue on, let me just look this up. Let me show you something here. This is part of the message, man, that, it's going to return. Things is going to start to get hard on these people, man. And mainly a lot of you women. A lot of you wicked ass women. It's about to get hard. It's about to get real difficult. I made a video on that a couple weeks ago. And here I still had this up. Women domestic burden just got heavier with the coronavirus. And just that coronavirus, it's nothing, man. There's other things that are coming down the pipe. It's going to become a serious burden on you. When you great Americans. This is barter to traffic or trade by exchanging one commodity for another. All right? So we got to understand on what bartering is. People are losing their jobs and, not getting there's no income coming in. There's a lot of those, that, this is not going to receive a stimulus check. And so the return of the bartering economy, swapping eggs for toilet paper. These complete idiots. They went out and bought truckloads, and I mean literally truckloads of toilet paper, man. They can't return it because a lot of those stores, especially like Costco and those large retailers, they're not taking no returns. So those people just pretty much out of luck. Hand sanitizers, people that bought literally thousands and thousands of dollars worth, hoping to profit off of people's misery. That's an example of a wicked ass individual, man. Just wicked, man. So this says since the beginning of March, unattended folding tables have begun popping up at the intersection at the end of the people's driveways. At the end of people's driveways, offering everyday goods like rice, a jar of jam or bread. Take what you need and leave what you can, the signs say. Barter, the trade system prevalent in the Middle Ages, is back in the time of coronavirus pandemic with a modern twist. So, like I said, man, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has ways of looking out for you, man. You might look up and, you're having trouble finding shit, merchandise in these damn grocery stores because of these greedy ass devils. You might, Most High have ways of looking out for you, man. You might look up and run up on some people that's actually doing some bartering. You might have something to offer them. This is coming back in full force, man. Trading, one good for another, which in this case, a lot of people are going to need water and food. That's going to be the main commodity, man. Especially with these people that are pretty much out of their goddamn minds and they're pretty much in the dark and not knowing what's going on or nor what's the key, what's coming, the main thing or what's coming. They're still profiting. They're still looking for guns and they're still looking for TV, stereo, just things that literally are just not going to be worth a goddamn. Because in their minds, they thinking, oh, this shit just going to come back to normal. Everything's just going to come back to normal. When the Most High intends for these people to literally suffer, man. Quick scripture real quick before I continue on with this. 2 Ezra 6, And 22 says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. Things are coming up empty, man, And not that I don't mind. I go to the grocery store looking for a few things, you know, you know, and I see that, like my favorite popcorn, I see it's gone, But I look for other alternatives, but like I said, man, these things is coming up missing, man. A whole lot of this crap, like a lot of these meats, and which is coming up missing in these grocery stores, man, I can live without. I can literally live without, you know. I've been eating, pretty much had a decent diet these last years, man. These last 7, 10 years, as far as eating a lot of greens, dieting and fasting and drinking lots of water. A lot of us are pretty much prepared for this famine that's coming. You know, but the Most High said His servant's going to eat. So it says social networks, Facebook and Nextdoor are flooded with posts from neighbors and friends seeking to swap eggs for toilet paper. Small and mid-sized businesses whose cash tray has dried up from the economic fallout of shelter-in-place orders are turning to online barter exchange. When cash is extra tight, it behooves us to buy as much as possible on trade, said David Usen, Director of Business Development for the Seattle-based Heavy Restaurant Group, which recently bought 56 cases of Malbec wine for $15,000 worth of barter credits. The company's 10 restaurants have closed, but some locations will start offering pickup and delivery this week. It saves us money. It helps cash flow. Gives you an example. In normal times of roughly 2,000 barter exchange in the U.S., let roofers fix leaks and get paid in restaurant takeouts or accounting service with tens of millions of Americans under lockdown. Those cash-free trade systems are seeing an influx in participants. And it's another thing with you women, and I'm using Venezuela as an example. When Venezuela was going under its heavy times, when all these Americans over there judging them and making mockery of them and laughing at them, and look what's happening to you. Over in Venezuela's women, doctors and nurses and school teachers that were selling their ass to eat. They were selling their ass for safety. It's what's coming here. It's what's coming here. These women's gonna become a product itself. you know, these women. It's all through the scriptures, man. You women ain't nothing but a piece of property. We're not saying that to mock you. We're not, it's just simply what it is. It's the way. You women are, especially if you have a husband, you are the property of that man. Your property, man. And that's what's going to come down the pipe is you're going to be, women are going to be getting traded out there. All you wicked ass niggas, your daughters, your wives and your daughters, man. For not taking heed, for not listening to the Lord, man. You're going to receive your reward. Going to school, you acting up in class, you're a class clown. Every day you don't turn in your homework, and then the report cards come out. You're failing in all of it. And that's how it is with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You're failing. You failed. So He's going to give you your grade finally, and that grade is going to be death. And torture. Barter system. This is the way of old, man. This is bartering, trading cattle for, and crops, your crops, and this is nothing new. It's like I said, it's just coming back, and it's gonna come back in full. It's gonna come back in a very rude manner, what I think is so funny is just how these people just were so quick to make mockery of all those what was going on in Iraq and Afghanistan, and calling them sand niggas, and like I said, Venezuela and Cuba, and those over in the northern hemisphere where the West Indies where they were catching hell, man. These people made mockery of them, man. Now look what's happening. Look what's coming. Look what's coming, man. It says here Robert Baker owns home buildings and remodeling companies in Puyallup, Washington, the state that saw the first outbreak of the epidemic in the U.S. He expects business to drop by at least 30% this year and signed up for the barter exchange BizX in February. A couple of months ago, I never would have thought of it, Becker said. It's going to be a game changer because we are all starting to get pretty fearful about people tightening up their pocketbooks. It's things they never even saw it coming. They're proud devils. It's places they were just proud, man. Just proud. Like in their minds, America can't be touched, man. America's about to get one of the most spiritual ass whoopings. You can't even, like I said, we can't even put in words what's about to happen to this place, man. Because this is the number one. What Iran referred to America as the Great Satan, man. Over in the Middle East, they refer to this place as the Great Satan. This place is evil. But now you can't be in denial about that because you're trying to find Jesus. Now you're trying to fake the funk because you're catching hard times. Now you're trying to find Jesus. This place is evil, man. It's evil. Not gonna read any more of this, man. It's coming down the pipe, man. Put on your, like I said, used to say it a lot. Better strap on that seatbelt, man, because this ride's about to get rough. Strap on that seatbelt because it's gonna be a hell of a ride. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. But I'm coming back with another video. Like I said earlier, when I was out there on the streets, pushing out the message of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, I mentioned I wanted to go into 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. And I'm gonna do it eventually, But like I said, I like to just go with the spirit, show you these rough, hard times. Let me get another scripture real quick. Because I actually got a couple on mine. Here I am trying to make a video and getting all these damn texts from fools that's more worried about this goddamn world, man. Worthless, vain things. Worried about nothing, man. Worried about worthless shit. It's just madness. Let me find this scripture right here. Okay. It's in Isaiah, the one I'm actually specifically looking for. Okay, this is the Isaiah 32 and 2. Told you, like I said, it's the women that makes the world go around. What they say. It's more women in this world. It's mainly women that's causing a lot of this hell in this world, man. And that's one of the things I can't wait to see the destruction is the destruction of our enemy, these women. Like I said, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and the prince shall rule in judgment, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. So time's gonna get, it's gonna get, the time's gonna come when you're gonna see exactly what's going on. You're gonna know exactly what's going on. You're gonna know that it's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You're gonna know it's the spirit at work, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And you women, like I said, you're gonna want to give up the ass. A lot of you fine ass bitches, a lot of you hoes look good. A lot of you filthy ass hoes has constantly got a lot of dead bodies on y'all, like 500 dead bodies on you, 500 piles of skeletons in that closet, man. There's a lot of you hoes that do look good, But a lot of you hoes gonna be turned back. It don't matter how good you damn look, man. You're gonna get turned back because there's a lot of the, Most High gonna give men of the Lord, man, clean, wholesome young women. Women that are a little bit more humble. Now you hoes gonna get turned back, man. You ain't gonna have no protection in these times. You gonna get passed down the line. You gonna get passed along. And then ultimately, when these evil rats and roaches out there is done with you, man, more likely they're gonna put you to death. More likely they're gonna put you to death. There ain't gonna be no 911. There's gonna be no mom and dad and brothers and wicked ass uncles that's always constantly up in your business. There ain't gonna be none of them around to save y'all. You know, it's about to get ugly, man. So a lot of these humble women, man, the Most High is gonna give them to a man of the Lord. You know, and those women are gonna know how they're gonna each have their own role: cook, clean, children. You know, whatever situation you're gonna be in, man. You know, you better take advantage of this time we're living in now. You know, and learn a trade that's gonna be useful for a man of the Lord. You know, and not to be uttering that oh Jesus, yes Jesus, praise Jesus, man. You know, back those hoes, man. You know, really serious times is coming. Real serious times is coming. So anyway, I'm taking great joy in this article here, this news article here. Great joy because it's like I said, it's one of those things we've always talked about, that things that are how the vision of the prophecy of what we see is coming, man, was before the ultimate destruction, man. There's a lot of things going to take place in a lot of that bartering system, you know. So anyway, till next time, Lord willing, shalom.